What's up everybody, I'm Jason Mayfield, and in this video I'm going to talk about some of my favorite features in Logos Bible software. Okay, first things first. Logos. Look, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I was raised in the South. When I look at the word, it says logos, okay? That's what it says. That's how I pronounce it, okay? Nobody listens to this voice and goes, fluent in Greek. Matter of fact, most people don't listen to this voice and think, fluent in English. In some recent videos, I've talked to you about how I use Logos Bible software on a regular basis and some of the ways that it's enhanced my Bible study routine. That being said, Logos Bible software reached out to me and offered me an exclusive code that you can use on their website to get some really fantastic discounts. So if you're in the market and looking to do anything with Logos Bible software, whether that is buying books, buying commentaries, or buying an actual base package from them, use the code in the description below and you can get some special discounts. Isn't that cool? Thanks, Logos Bible software. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, I am going to show you some of my favorite ways to use, or at least some of my favorite features about Logos Bible software, and some ways that it's really impacted my day-to-day routine and kind of my life as a whole as a minister and a Christ follower. And the number one way that it has impacted my life is by being able to digitize my notes. That is what my Bible looks like. This is great in the moment. I love to write in my Bible. I love a physical Bible. And honestly, I think people come to something like Logos and they say, well, I don't want to do that because I like a physical Bible. Well, they're not in competition. They're very much partners in crime. So what I like to do is I like to take these notes and digitize them in Logos Bible software. Now, I could leave them right here. Here's the problem. Every time I want to access the notes in here, or the notes in my Cambridge, or the notes in another Bible that I have, I cannot get to them all in one location. And if I was, I don't know, on the road traveling or something and I needed to access all my notes for Luke 10, then I would have to have my wife go pull out all of my Bibles and start reading all of my notes to me. It's just totally a hassle. But when I take these notes and I digitize them, I have access to them everywhere and they're protected. You know, I live in Florida, so God forbid there's a natural disaster and I actually lose my physical Bibles. This might be a weird video to mention this in, but I do think I have lost a tub of a significant amount of Power Rangers memorabilia, and it's a sore spot for me right now. So the way that I set all of my notes or digitize all of my notes in Logos is very simple. I open up to the chapter that I'm in this case, Luke 10, and I just go through and I can click any scripture with a right click and just go down. I make sure I have the reference selected. I can go add a note to 2018 Journaling Bible. And then right there, I can just type in the note. This is a note. Once I've done that, because if you followed me for any length of time, you know that I have a color code with my Bible note-taking system. I can set it to the color. This is a wisdom note, because it is a note, in fact. I need to delete that because I'm going to read it one day in the future and not know what was going on. But then after I've done that, I can go through and I can see in each passage what kind of notes I've taken. And the nice thing is, when this thing gets so full that I can no longer really comprehend what's going on the page, everything will be nice and organized in my journaling Bible. Not to mention, if I go searching for a note where I use a particular phrase, I'll be able to find that note as well. So digitizing my notes has changed my life. The second way I like to use Logos is enhancing my Bible study with commentaries. So whether you like physical books or not, I think we can all agree if you're consulting multiple commentaries on a passage of Scripture, having 4 or 5 giant books open on your desk is a little overwhelming. That being said, one of my favorite things about Logos is how I can consult multiple commentaries on a passage of Scripture with ease. And the way I do this is I simply just go in, select a passage, and then I go to the passage guide. This is a tool in Logos, and what's nice about this is not only does it give you commentaries, it gives you all kinds of information. I really like using commentaries though, and right here I have links to all of these commentaries, some that are included with my base package, some that I've purchased in addition to that, and all I have to do is click on it, and it's going to take me immediately to the passage where or that passage in the commentary that I'm looking up. And the nice thing is, in my commentary, my Bible notes are also there as well. Super cool. Another one of my favorite features is the timeline tool. Listen, I don't know about you, but when I started reading the Bible, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. And then I read it chronologically. And it's like someone turned the light on and all of a sudden it made a ton of sense. So I love being able to see how certain events in the scripture correlate with other events. So simply by going to Tools and Timeline, I'm able to see all of these things that happen in the scripture and when they happen. And you can even filter certain things, like let's just type in Paul, and now we can see all of the things here that show things that happen in the life of Paul. For instance, Paul was in Corinth from AD 49 to 50, somewhere in there. Facts. Probably one of my favorite features of Logos Bible software is the fact that I'm paperless and I can travel with it. I recently did a video on how to simplify your life, and I talked about going paperless, which is something that I have really started the process of this year. I no longer have any notebooks or note paper or anything that I write on. I still have things that I'm dealing with like bills and stuff like that that's coming in paper, and I'm gonna be dealing with that in the future. But so far, what I've done is I have gotten rid of all of my notebooks and everything, and I've shifted over to my iPad. The beautiful thing about Logos versus like having a bunch of resources on a shelf is I can take them with me anywhere I go. So most of you know we work from home, but we also travel occasionally. So for us, I may be here at the house and I can consult all these commentaries, and that's fine. But then if I want to go work from Starbucks, I either have to sacrifice those study resources, or I have to carry a full thing of luggage with me in there. And I'm just not ready to do that. I'm not ready to make that kind of commitment to my commentary books to go in there looking like a goon. So for me, being able to take Logos anywhere that I go, and not just Logos, because it's not just about Logos, it's about the resources inside of Logos. And you know what? You could buy commentaries on a myriad of different digital platforms, but none of them index with the scripture as well as Logos does, where you can go to John 3:16 in your digital Bible and pull up a reference to John 3:16 in all of your digital resources. That's really powerful. So I love being able to take it with me and travel. So with me, if I go to a business trip with my wife, or if I go to Starbucks, or if I go to Disney World, I'm able to take my entire theological library with me, and that is awesome. But not only that, my office stays clean and I have more space. And if you're like me and you got a bunch of stuff going on, space is a premium. Another one of the features that I use all the time, and this is going to seem so minuscule, but it really has made an impact on my efficiency, is the ability to copy and paste. Now, Logos does have a sermon builder tool, and so you can actually build sermons in Logos, which, by the way, it's a very cool feature and it's a very cool tool. But if you're like me, you kind of have your routine on how you write your notes and you write your sermons. And obviously I do it digitally, but I kind of have my already set process. But for years, getting the scripture into those notes has been a little bit of a hassle, because I like things formatted to look like scripture. And if you go over to somewhere like a Bible Gateway, or a Bible.com or something like that, and you copy and paste, it doesn't copy and paste the format well. What it'll do is it'll make big numbers and everything kind of runs together. And it doesn't look good on the page. And so for me, being an aesthetic person, I have to go back and I have to reformat all of that to look good when I'm reading it off of the page. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is a real waste of time. But in Logos, they have a tool here that's just it's copy Bible verses. And so you can write in the passage that you want, or you can select it, and then you select the tool. But so you've got Luke 10:38, and I'm going to go ahead and just make this a long passage. We're going to go 25 through 40. Okay, are there 40? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna press enter. I've got this in the NASB. I can quickly change that version if I want to. And then I'm gonna copy this over to Pages, which is what I use to write everything in. So I'm gonna click copy and paste. And then bam, it's right in there, verse by verse. And here's the thing, that has the format that I have predetermined. So you can go in here and you can predetermine different formats for how things are going to show up. So if I wanted to change that to simple paragraphs, I can copy and paste this again, and you'll see that it changes that format, and you can customize your own formats for it to copy and paste, which can save you a ton of time. And the feature that's probably made the most impact on my day-to-day life is the fact that I can generate my own Bible reading plans. I don't know about you, but whenever I try to find a Bible reading plan, it's like I either find something that's completely underwhelming or completely overwhelming. And it's hard to find something that actually meets my personal needs when reading the scripture. So one of the great things in Logos is that you can generate your own Bible reading plans. Now here's what's really cool about this. There's a lot of features in terms of creating your own plans and how you can do things and the way you can write things in to get it to generate the plan for you. That being said, I'm not going to show you how to do it in this video. I'm going to create another video that'll publish at a later date showing you how to generate your own Bible reading plan in Logos, because it's awesome. So that being said, I really love Logos Bible software. It's made a big impact on my personal life, and I think it'll make a big impact on you. And like I said, the folks from Logos Bible Software have offered us a discount code exclusively for my viewers, and so you can find that code in the description below. And once you find it, go over there, get whatever you need, get a base package, get yourself some commentaries, and get rolling and use that thing for a discount. So, if you like this video, make sure that you like, you comment, and you subscribe. You want to subscribe so you get a notification when I upload that other video about how to generate your own Bible reading plans. But until next time, I'm praying that you continue to experience grace for life through Jesus Christ. See you later.